Super Auto Pets, The Return. We're back. Last time I was here, we had taken no dubs, though we had shown promising improvement, and I would like to keep that going. The best way that I can see that continuing is by purchasing every single one of these, rolling, freezing the pig and the honey, and we're ending our turn. This time around, I think we are the sour wigs, pouting bushes, silly bits, silly wigs, silly bushes, pouting wigs, pouting bits, sour bits, sour bits. Our sour bits versus the foaming oysters. Do damage to an ant to get it to perish instantly. Oh, that beaver. Okay. It's a draw. It's a draw because they had two ants. That's okay. You know, sometimes it really do just be that way. So we don't have much to work off of here. In fact, I'd rather have two mosquitoes. Hear me out. Two pigs. I know it's crazy, but this is how it's going to work. We would need an extra pig to shove in this pig just to get it to sell for one more gold when we could just sell them both for one extra gold each. Let's roll. I mean, sell the beaver, get some extra strength, buy another mosquito, roll again, freeze both the ant and the mosquito. I think we've got a good lineup going right now. We've got 3 mosquitoes. That means we're doing 1 bit of damage to someone out here. It could be 3 different birds get knocked out. It was only 2. They gain a little bit of extra strength, but what's that to us? That's a victory. We love it. Tier 2 animals are here. So here's what I think we do. We can sell one of our pigs. Move this pig to the back. Purchase an ant. It's going to go here. And we're going to work on upgrading this mosquito. And then we're going to honey up the first mosquito. We can go ahead and give an apple. We can give an apple to the mosquito in the back. Well, nah, let's roll instead. Hey, I like that. Let's freeze that mosquito. Are we interested in a bat? I think we gotta freeze one cupcake. And I think we are interested in a bat. Let's re-roll the dog. Could not care less for the beaver. And could not care less for the bird. Alright, let's go. Our sour bits versus the stormy shovels. We've got our work cut out for us, that's for sure. 2 damage to the back. Couple damage here and there. Our pig has been utterly destroyed. Our bee is going to come in, allowing us to do enough chip damage to the fish. Yikes. We got our butts handed to us on that one. Hey, it's just they had a good setup where we didn't have what we needed to make stuff happen. Let's upgrade the mosquito in the back. Hey. 2 damage to a random enemy upon hurt. We sell the pig. Let's put the blowfish up front. And give some honey to this mosquito. Roll. I'm not particularly, like, going nuts over the swan here. Hey, you know what? Sometimes it just happens that way. Okay, if we lose this time, I think we've got to combine all of our mosquitoes and then go for some more powerful animals out here. I think we are severely lacking in the major powerhouse category, where people are, yeah, we're definitely falling behind. Do some damage to everyone. We take out the ant for free. It upgraded the ladybug. Ow. Ow. Bee comes in for the chip damage so our mosquito can get the kill, so a bee can come in to do some chip damage, so our ant can come in to do more damage, to upgrade our last mosquito to result in them taking a win. Because that beetle swirly. It was swole. That beetle was way too swole for us. Okay. Upgrading the mosquito. Purchasing a snail. I did this in the wrong order. Blowfish behind. Turtle in the front. It still has a gun. Sell the snail. Purchase the bat. The bat goes in the back. Roll. Freeze the puppy and the blowfish. Roll again. I think we're okay with that. We can end our turn like this. All right, our Sour Bits versus the low-key Rangers. Getting some good damage. Our ant has perished. That bat is weak. They weakened our bat. Our turtle is a little stronger. Doesn't matter. Melon armor. 2 damage to a random. It perishes. It's not enough to kill. 2 more damage to another random. Not enough to kill. 2 more damage to another random. Also not enough to kill. It's going to do 2 damage. The melon armor then goes to the mosquito, which is enough to kill. And then we kill that one with our mosquito. And now we're taking victories. Okay. So here's what I think. That went well. In fact, I'm very pleased with how well that went. But I would like to start, like, stacking the puppy damage. So let's work on upgrading the blowfish. I think these two have to stay. I think the ant, we haven't been getting many ants, so I think the ant has got to go and replace for the pupper. And we need to make sure that we have at least 2 gold at the end of our turn for our pupper to start to stack damage. We give the cupcake to the pupper just so they can do a bit of damage this turn. And we end our turn so the pupper can gain some attack and HP. And we just go into the next fight. The Misty Ice Cubes. 2 damage to the beetle. Our bat is weakened. Their hedgehog is weakened. Melon armor to the blowfish. The blowfish does random damage to an enemy. It killed the snail. Wasn't enough to hang on to the rest of that. We summon a bee to do a bit of chip damage. Our Doki takes out the bigger dog. We draw. I'm okay with that. Though it's moments like those that if we had honey on our bat, it would have been a totally different game plan. So here's what I think. Honestly, if we can get our blowfish to take at least a little bit more damage, we might be able to get a little more damage out of him, just more results. Not that he's not providing results thanks to his buddy Gun Turtle here, but I think we can get more out of them. So I think we pair the blowfish There's nothing here that I want to purchase. The buffalo is great, but only if we've got, like, you know, some stacking stuff going here. We've got to make sure that we have at least 2 gold by the end of this. We can garlic. Let's garlic the blowfish so it just takes less damage. We can roll one more time with hopes of getting something cool. We did get honey. Let's freeze it and end our turn. The pupper is stacking damage. Our sour bits versus the hilly hipsters. We do damage to the beetle, and we weaken the beetle. They weakened our blowfish, which is not good. Our turtle perishes. We get melon armor. No damage is done to the blowfish. We're about to, like, we still... Ooh, we don't perish, but it's really close. Alright. It was enough to get that draw there. That bee takes out the chick, and our pupper goes in for the kill. Hey, that was great. That is another victory for us. There's another pair on the field. Let's do this instead first. Let's honey up the bat, just so we can make sure we get some dubs in that regard. And then I think if we pair up the blowfish one more time, we can roll. I don't see anything here that I want other than this canned food. We'll freeze it. Let's roll one more time. If there is at least one level 3 friend. We're really close. In fact, we're so close that I'm willing to give it a shot, you know? I think we can freeze the chick too. Well, yeah, I think we can freeze the chick too for our next turn. Our pupper continues to stack. Our sour bits versus the nefarious lawnmowers. 2 damage to the bat. He's weakened our mosquito and pupper. Our turtle takes the win. That sucks. We do 2 damage to a random enemy. Melon armor. No damage taken. But our mosquito has perished. Oof. That's a rough one. Can't win them all. Yeah, that bus actually did game end us there. We've got tier 5 animals, though. There's the mosquito. There it is. So here's what we do. We've got to be smart. Mosquito. Gorillas are just so good, though. We sell the bat. I know it's crazy, but we sell the bat. Purchase the bison. In the middle. We have a level 5 friend, which is our mosquito here. And then honestly, I think the pupper's not stacking as fast as we need them to. Like, they did their part, but we can't be limiting ourselves on the gold that we have right now. So let's do that. Gain 1 coconut shield. And the coconut shield ignores damage once. And it only has 1 trigger. But that's still kind of good, though. So here's what we do. We buy the snail to upgrade everybody. We sell the snail. We have 4 gold. We purchase the gorilla. And roll. We don't need any of these, but we should definitely use both of those on our next turn. if we don't have anything crazy. I know we have 1 HP remaining, but I think we can get some really good scaling off of this a lot faster, especially now that we have all of this going for us. 3 damage to the rooster in the back. Ooh boy, our blowfish is weakened. Do that damage. 2 damage taken back there. We draw. Melon armor goes to the rooster. We take no damage. Oh boy. That's rough. That's rough. But we had to make a choice. And I chose more power faster than stacking. Truth be told, I don't think it would have gotten us a win there anyway. But we're going places. Slowly but surely. I don't know how people have such strong beetles in the game. Eat shop food. Give shop animals +1 health. Buy food, give 1 strength and HP until the end of battle. I think for the early game wins, we do this and a ladybug. And then we give the ladybug some honey. For early game victories. Cricket is a nice freeze. Let's not go for the fish this time around. We are the burbling mushrooms. Teapots? Illegal mushrooms. Illegal bagpipes. Suspicious teapots. Sus. Our suspicious teapots versus the cheesy eruptors. Alright. Cool. We win because of the bee. Early victories. We're pretty good at securing the first victories. It's just a matter of the rest of it. Okay. I see promise on the field. The promise is 2 different crickets. And an ant. Let's freeze the honey and re-roll. Freeze this ant to guarantee a level 2 ant on our next turn. And I don't think we're interested in mosquitoes this time around. Our suspicious teapots versus the slippery scouts. Ooh, that cricket's pretty strong. That bee will finish off the fish. This cricket is gonna lay into a few of them. Yep, it's gonna lay into a few of them. It may be buffed, but this is enough for a draw. It's not enough for a draw. Just 1 HP short. I did my math wrong somewhere. You wouldn't believe. We've unlocked tier 2 animals though. It doesn't look like it matters, but let's go ahead and feed in our characters. A blowfish is always nice. And let's honey up the cricket in the back. Our ladybug gains a little bit of stuff there. Not interested in those animals. If we freeze the cricket, that's a guaranteed level 2 cricket at the start of our next turn. Let's go in. Salty sausages. They're real. Blowfish, extra damage. They perish. Our blowfish doesn't get to do much more, however. The ant buffs our cricket in the back. This bee's gonna do a bit of chip damage. It's enough. Kind of. Yeah, this is another loss, unfortunately. Though we will summon a bee to take out the fish, and this cricket's just gonna make a statement against this Dogie. I wish we could get early game Dogies like these people can. Because at that point, we're just stacking like no other, and it gets a little crazy. So let's go ahead and upgrade our cricket. We get a rabbit. Friend eats shop food, give it +1 health. I think we cupcake our blowfish just so it can live a little bit. Let's re-roll. 2 fishies is interesting, but not quite what I'm after. No, I don't want to honey the ant. I'd rather continue rolling for just a better animal here. And Lord knows I don't want to purchase an ant, but I feel like we need to have something in our 4th slot, or we'll be in a little bit of trouble on our next turn. Especially because we only have 2 HP remaining. We've got to have something that can hit something else. So we're going to put a fish on a field and freeze that fish as well as the honey and end our turn. And we're going to hope this is enough. Our suspicious teapots versus the stormy fusspots. Deal 1 damage. That sucks. Deal 2 damage. We get to do 2 more damage. That kills the ant. It's probably going to buff the fish. That fish gets to live with 1 HP. Kills our ant. Our ant buffs the cricket in the back. That peacock is going to gain a bit of damage. It doesn't matter. Okay, it kind of matters now. It very much matters now. It's okay. We still win. We still win. We're okay. We still have 2 HP, and we've gotten our 2nd victory for the run. We've now got tier 5 animals out there somewhere. We just haven't met them yet. So, Ladybug has got to go. The turtle's got to come. There's the gun click. I think a cupcake has got to be given to the blowfish. The fish has got to be getting close to being upgraded. We re-roll. There's nothing here that I want. Other than this cricket and dog. Here's the problem. We have 2 HP. It's still kind of early game. But we need a little bit more than what we've currently got going for us. We've got the legendary turtle pufferfish combo, our suspicious teapots, against the hilly bushes. Ow. We do 2 damage to someone. That killed the ram? Or the sheep? It summons a ram. Melon armor to the blowfish, so we take no damage. We outright kill the ram. That summoned a bee. We live through the bee. We do some chip damage to the swan. That's going to buff our cricket at the back. More chip damage. Yeah, we live. We win, actually, because of the bee and cricket combo. Honey cricket for the win. Okay. So what do we got? Cricket. Sell the fish. Get the dog. Roll. That sucks. Our dog can only get stronger when we summon more friends. Let's honey up. We can honey up the dog, I suppose. Roll. I think we can make a sheep work. A sheep in replace for our cricket. I think we can do that. We can also freeze the meat on the bone in case we want it next time. We've still got 2 lives remaining. This is probably a throwaway round. We would like a draw, though. It doesn't look like it's happening, especially with that garlicked puppy in the back. That hurts. Summons a bee, though. Not enough. Nowhere near enough. Yeah, throwaway round for sure. So we sell the cricket, purchase a sheep, the dog gets buffed. Sell the ant, buy a deer, dog gets buffed. 5/5 splash damage is kind of nice. We can have it in the front. Let's honey the sheep. Roll. That puppy is really tempting. We just don't really have a way of scaling immediately. We'll freeze just in case we find the opportunity, though I doubt it. Sheep. It doesn't count because we're not necessarily summoning it, we're combining it. I have an idea. The idea will only work if we win. Or draw, which I'm not really expecting. It's possible. Weaken the blowfish, that sucks. Buffs it by 2, summons a... Yikes. Very much yikes. You wouldn't believe it's a draw. It was actually a draw. I had to sit there in silence and just watch the whole thing happen before my eyes. Like, oh my god, are we actually going to take this one? It was very close. So here's what we do. The deer did nothing. We sell it. We buy the owl, buff the dog. Sell the owl, buff the sheep. Buy the owl, buff the dog. Sell the owl, buff the sheep. Power up the sheep. Roll. Purchase the flamingo. Buff the dog. Freeze the pair. And hope it's enough. Our suspicious teapots versus the lazy submarines. So our turtle gets knocked out immediately. Gives melon armor to the blowfish. We take no damage, do 2 damage. We get knocked out. That thing is still there. Then it buffs our dog and sheep. Summons a bee for a bit of chip damage. It's not enough. Summons 2 rams. It's enough to take out the bat and we perish. That is rough. 3 wins this time around? Hey, we'll come back. We'll come back stronger than ever. We continue to learn and practice new strategies. We're gonna have a breakthrough. It's gonna happen.